Hey, here I am. Okay. I probably should put what part of the story I'm in. I don't remember what I was doing. Hold on, I gotta look at my journal. I know you can't see the game right now, but... Oh, wow. I think we were building a spaceship last I saw, so... Yeah, because I meant the... Yeah. I met this Lala that was like super happy about everything. There. Here I am. Hi. Yes, I play Final Fantasy. I have a VR girl. I should probably hide the chat somehow. Battler, you want to hide the chat maybe? Can you hide the chat? Let me put him. Oops. Well, I didn't mean to put him there, but... There. Okay, Butler. You have an important job. Hide the chat. Just in case someone gets spicy. You never know. Does anybody know how iPhones work? Because for some reason, my iPhone thinks that I'm in a very dark room all the time, no matter what I do, unless I put it directly against a light source, and then it, like, lights up? It's like, I don't know, I'm complaining, but, like, that's what I'm using for my face tracking, and it's annoying when I open it and it's just dim as all hell, and I don't know how to fix that. I don't use an iPhone. I have an Android. Someone help. Okay, what was I doing? Where am I going? What did I have? I have a lot of things to do, actually. If you saw my... I hit a lot of these because I was in the middle of them and I'm like, I don't feel like doing it. Then I didn't. Oh, I have to go there. That's not the button. He's a red mage. I guess I could get on a mount and go. Alright, fine. I'll get on a mount. I'll get on a mount. It's too far to run. Let's bring some smog to this underground layer. Hello, Alice. Mauve, what are you doing out here? I came to see what I was doing, actually, because I don't remember. It's been a while. No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure? Yes. Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get these two Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Don't tell me what to do, Alice. Alphino should be waiting for us when we arrive. I'll see you there. Deliver the crate of samples to Alphino. You will have 3 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. Am I taking the smallest box? Alice, you know what, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. I just started running this way. I didn't even look if this was the right direction. I was like, we're running. Oh. Guess it would help if I looked where I was running. I wanted to look around. Ooh, it's green. Who needs the path when you can run across grass? This is how I touch grass. Oh, I see him. He's right there. Little baby. Alphino, I come bearing a crate. Just for you. Oh, he can't even see me. This is his view. Oh, you're helping with the crates. Wonderful. You can put that there with the others. You can just see my ears. You have my gratitude, but how did you come to be involved in this? Oops. Oh shit, no. Wait a minute. Ha! Then I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. I forgot I had that set, so I could listen. If you're wondering why we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Aporia to begin with, so was I. It turns out that this is a base of operations of sorts. Those with final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Father included, I suspect. That should be everything. 3 boxes at once. You carried all of that at once? Are you trying to injure yourself? Oh hush, they're lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose we should let someone know that we've finished. That's a name. Theopaldin is in the courtyard. We can report to him. Why don't you come along? That you should get credit for your assistance at least. Considering where we are, we might even learn something interesting. Okay, bye. Yeah, same Alphino. Oh, I just fall through them. I was like, I'm gonna stand on top of it. Didn't work. Let's look. I was like, is that water or marble? Best way to tell. Step in it. No, I just don't like that quest being up. Alright, you children talk. I need to attune. This must be Theopaldin. Okay. I keep thinking that I've seen him elsewhere, but I cannot for the life of me remember when. Gods, it never ends, does it? What can I do for you? We've brought samples from Charlie and Hamlet. Wow. Series 110, the crate spar by the entrance. Ah, thank you. I had expected one of my colleagues, but we are dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You're Fortuno's children, are you not? Yeah, forehead. He's a jerk. Alphino and Alice at your service. You're well acquainted with father, I take it. My wire. Quite. I've been friends with your parents since our days at the studio. I remember when you were yay high, waddling hither and thither. Clearly, it's been quite some time since we've met. 'Tis good to see you again, wielding your father's Nolus, no less. You knew our parents when they were young? What were they like? Pray, spare no detail. I should like nothing more than to regale you. Alas, I am meant to be in charge here, and reams of paperwork want for submission. We can help with that in exchange for the sort of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. She drives a hard bargain. Very well then. There happens to be 3 sets of documents in need of delivery, so how about you each take one? Demoted to pushing papers. Wait right there. No, thank you. You'll find a forum representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alphino and Alice. I'm certain they will be back soon enough. Okay. South? Well, south we go. Technically, I'm going west. Oh. Hey. Are you not one of the scions of the 7th Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the Aetherburner. I was, but I keep getting more side quests. I got papers for you. Theopolden's paperwork. I was beginning to worry he had misplaced his quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents to my hands at last. As for your other task, pray keep this between us, but I sincerely hope you scions succeed. The Exodus is, without a doubt, the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, and so we must be circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlian has ever been a nation of the curious. 'Twould be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of truth. Okay, bye. Gives me a book of dialogue and then runs away. I'm back. Quick and efficient, I dare say you have a talent for this work. I do, because I'm an adventurer. The twins' papers only need to be delivered elsewhere in the facility, so they should be returning any moment. Oh, a cutscene again. Can you guys have voices so I can stop talking? Nope. We return with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons, you will note. You both have my thanks and my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Why, even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes, and that is quite enough of that, thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents that we'd ask to hear, to reiterate. Of course. I've known your father for so long, I must have something. Well, as you know, part of why the levy name garners such respect in Charlian is your family's storied history. You too can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard that hope, a lineage few can claim. It was a boat. I've never thought much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been up. Wow, I can read, I promise. Gosh. I do one JRPG and I just lose all ability to read. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been a point of pride, which is why Nirnkrip's pronouncement, renounce the ways of war, and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason has ever been our family's creed. Until your grandfather's time, Archon Louis Sois looked not to words, but his deeds. He asserted, in defiance of his peers, that choosing this... Oh, hi. Very true. I'm not good with Old English. Ooh, where was I? He asserted in defiance of his peers that choosing to save the great and the small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founder's virtue. Also, hi. Thou art and all that poo, yes. Thou art stinky. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy, and the fall of civilizations that led him to conclude that to eschew conflict. Eschew? At every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. Don't make fun of me. Yeah, there will ever be conflict, and calamity will follow thus. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, is indolence. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louisoix lived by that personal creed, and used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need, Charlian or no. Well, thank you. I'm trying. No one loved and admired your grandfather more than his son. Yet, Fourcheneau could not reconcile Louisoix's deeds with the philosophy of your forebears and his peers, a philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Fourcheneau agonized over his contradiction for much of his life. God's father. A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always thus? Gods know Fourcheneau a cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know that you're constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day, and that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. He's still a jerk. Oh, I'm gonna. What did he do? Oh, well, thank you for following. And thank you for coming by, even just for a little bit. I appreciate it. Stay safe out there. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable he was, with a kind of dumbfounded grin on not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Take my word for it, he loves you to an embarrassing degree. But he's also frustratingly single-minded. Once he's decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. A profoundingly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you will agree. I'll say. Thank you for your insight. When next we meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me into too much trouble now. I need the forum on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make it to their proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. He is a cranky old goat. Hail, you three. Who's this? Grah! Grah! Surely Kokol hasn't driven you out of the forge already. For better or for worse, no. However, he has set me a task that requires more than my single pair of hands, and here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. Oh, I'll give you both of my hands. Grah! I have 2 hands just to hold your face. Unfortunately, Alice and I have prior commitments, and we have delayed too long as it is. What about you, Mauve? Can you spare the time? Yes, of course. I can spare all the time for Graha. Perfect. This shouldn't take long. Oh, but I want to spend time with you, Graha. I could probably turn up the sound. I just realized how quiet it was. There. I normally play games very quiet because I'm sensitive. Alphino, tell me. 'Tis strange to hear father spoken of in such a way, but I suppose he would find your view of me no less odd. Much as I'd like to press Theopaldon for more revealing tidbits, we should be getting back to our tasks. You say so. Grah! In the event that our, and I quote, promised heat of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lap, Master Kokol wishes to be ready to put the proverbial hammer to anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames in Kokol's forge to burn hotter. He sent me to increase the amount of aether being funneled to his furnaces. The flow of fire-aspected aether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I have borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. This is where we part then. We'll see you in Charlie and Hamlet once the adamantite arrives, if not before. Okay, bye, kids. This way then. You can count on me, Graha. Oh. Goodbye. I guess I'll get on a mount. Can't just run somewhere. I guess I can take out the music. I like. Oh my. Is this what I want? Yeah. Oh, you know what? Oh, well, too late now. It's like, I should get the experience for getting new map parts on my other skill classes, but, oh well, too late. The reactor is housed within this facility. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the fire ether output. When I do, a rather large amount of water-aspected ether will issue from the vent at the top. I expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would both rather not be drawn to the reactor itself, trust me. Can I ask that you put down any that draw too near? They'll pose you little trouble, I'm sure. I got you. I'll protect you, Graha. Wait here if you would. Hi, I miss you. Uh-oh. Oh, more! You stop that. Okay. Ooh. 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 Gah. Did everything go smoothly out here? Oh, super, like butter. I'm amazing. Now give me a smooch! I thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. And the water ether appears to be venting properly. I expect Kokol will have seen a difference in his forge flames by the time I return. Since I have you. You do have me! There was another matter I thought to discuss with you. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Are you gonna ask me on a date? Part of this I shared with everyone. Uh-oh. Fine. Yet you and only you have been to Elpis. Oh, yeah. As we have established, refined adamantite is a product of Allig. One of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use as part of the Alligan's efforts to extend beyond the bounds of the world. Dalamud, of course, being the most prominent. Of those who would push further, expand Allig's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist, Ammon? I'm not good with names. Ammon wanted to travel the Sea of Stars? He did. He must have had his own reasons, however, for there is no evidence to suggest that he retained memories of his life as an ancient. He only joined the Ashians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. I don't remember a lot. I'm sorry, Graham. Please tell me everything. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls like minds have a personality, so to speak, a natural disposition towards which they are inclined? Maybe. Hermes always looked to the stars. We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Alec that moved him on to resurrect Emperor Zande. The Empire's people spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness in their hearts. In facilitating Zande's return, Amon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. It sounds kind of like Yulmore. Like the whole, like, decadence and living for the moment, not caring about the future type of thing. Or would have, had not Zande been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Amon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Amon was appalled by how those around him lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. And both of them sought that meaning, that hope in the distant stars. Such is my theory, anyway. Ultimately, it is the consequences of their actions which matter. Their motives are of no moment, and yet, to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel to the ends of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting, that much I do understand. But enough musing for now. Why don't we see how Cole is getting on? My foot is in the ground. Oh, never mind. Clipping is always fun. Oh. This is gonna be a little dangerous. But I'll be fine. I just want the experience for that. It's... beckons you close. It's free experience. Wait, is this the direction I'm going? Where am I going? Oh. Yes, this is the direction I'm going. It's just, it turned red when I switched. Ooh, free experience. Back to red. Are we heading down there soon? We got everything else. Oh, except for these. Wait a second. These are quests, and these are the currents, right? Do I accept everything? Oh, good, I do. Just labyrinthos. Oh no, I haven't been looking. Oh no. I got 5 more to go. Whoopsie. Where are they? West. Southwest. Southwest. Oh, right there. I'm blind. I forgot I should be doing that. $420 west? I'll do it later. It's fine. I can just drive across the land. I don't need to fly. I like the piano. Graha! I did thoroughly brief Kokol on refined adamantite's history. I only volunteered to go to the reactor because I was finished and there was little else to do. Hopefully that dispels any misapprehensions that I was kicked out for prattling on. I'm sure he appreciated you stopping prattling. Phew, I could feel those flames ablazing from here. Glad you found someone capable, Graham, but there's not much left for you lot to do. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. I do trust you to deliver on your promise. I do, only I hate waiting. I want that adamantite and I want it now. It's my adamantite and I want it now. We share your impatience, I assure you. Is there truly nothing else we can assist with in the meantime? I wish. This sitting about's unbearable. Pity the Forum frowns on recreational explosions. Well, so long as I can't prove it was premeditated. Get you gone, I've mistakes to make. Yeah, in that case, I suppose I should go and return the key to the reactor. I'll have one more look to make sure that nothing has gone wrong, unintentionally or otherwise. I'm certain there are better uses for your time, however. I will join you and Charlie and Hamlet anon. Oh, Graha, no, come back. I miss you. Alright, well, any smoke rising from the building behind me will be entirely unrelated to what I didn't say. Got it? Yes, sir. I'm lazy. Swear I could have heard noises in that water. That wasn't me. If you wait here, your companions are bound to turn up sooner or later. Oh, wait, yeah. I guess so. I got nothing better to do, I guess. No more errands to run. Oh, my chair fell.
All set, I take it?
We finished what we could. Delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals. Trivial tasks as they may be.
Now you know how I feel. I do that on the daily.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Ooh, thank her too.
Our consultations with the Loperites, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have, for the most part, been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Alphino, are you there? It's me, Cryo. Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
Ooh, spooky. Oh, it's
Forgive
forehead.
the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested with all speed.
Bunch of nerds can't handle a bunch of people suddenly coming in.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
Oh, that's a lot of people. I thought it would be like maybe one ship or something. But oh.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits. By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
I've made a lot of friends.
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
I'm not. Please don't say anything. Don't talk.
Yes,
No.
because you were
Put your
charged with seeing the shipments from
words away.
Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. An hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamon shard.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, 'twas my contacts that enabled us to enlist the cooperation of the Sky Pirates.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due, you did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
My, what a grand welcome party.
Hancock and Soroban. We come bearing relics both sacred and Allagan, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
I myself have come with a sacred relic of the Kojin. Upon learning of your need, Bunchin bade me deliver it on behalf of the Blue with all haste. Fearing I could not swim here with the necessary speed, however, I thought to beg our Confederate allies for aid. To my delight, Hancock was already preparing for departure
What if he
at
hadn't
the
been?
selfsame port,
And Soroban was
and
like
had
just
space
swimming
for additional
right
cargo.
now.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time. Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino.
Oh, he has to fret because he used way
Lord
too much
Lolorito
money.
looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenar Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
We funded the venture. When?
Don't let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending.
Tataru, you're adorable.
When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount. We also had the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
Mother!
chameleons.
I remain,
We know who
of
wears the
course,
pants
an
in this
entirely
relationship.
neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full. We can hardly take them with us on your teeny-tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent. Waste not.
What was that? Thancred, what are you looking for?
However
Is
did
it
you
me?
manage so much in so
Nope,
short a
it's not
time,
me.
though?
Never mind.
We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Erenville.
Erenville, you were involved too.
I received a letter from Cryle after we parted ways in Labyrinthos. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlie. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed.
I'm just looking at his pretty face.
To make a long story short, the whole of the guild ship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
Oh. Everybody.
What's this about a ship that can fly to the moon? And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
See it? You brought the team.
Nero's just here so that he can
Of
make
course.
it better.
Garland Ironworks'
Quote, unquote.
finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship. Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlint before coming here and picked up a package from Gaius. He's still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise, so we offer none of the latter. What he sent is an Allegan relic Valens used in his weapons experiments. Has a fair bit of refined adamantite in
Boy,
it too.
you really like that adamantite.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite from Mordona's Dalamud Shard. I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Qual's message. So few Scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition.
Oh, I'm sure you guys could handle it. I believe in you.
However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshire's treasure hunters, not least among them.
It's pronounced Idleshire? Idleshire?
I know.
I thought it was Idleshire.
Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allegan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the gobby booms.
I do like the gobby booms.
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat Han not have more pressing concerns?
Little
We
brother
do.
coded.
Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am indebted to you. Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse. As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere. Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent.
Whoops. Sorry, I hit the microphone.
Ajdaya's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Hrisvelgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion. My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, "Very well."
Oh, he's sleeping.
Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself along.
Bugger me, this is so unbelievable.
I love his
might have round to
voice.
believing it again. Forget a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, no? 10, no? 14 bleeding percent.
14.
Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
Please don't blow up the ship. We need it.
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the Scion's end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
So, forehead, what are you gonna say? Oh.
Yes, Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have
Punch his
seen
fist
and
into
we have
hand.
felt how much each
Prepared.
life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
Then I will bear it with you.
Finally, quit being a jerk.
I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family.
Ignore my hair clipping into my glasses. It's fine.
You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. It was love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisois openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Carteneau. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship.
He was gonna throw them on the ship.
You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed.
Where are the Loporrits?
All that we have seen and heard.
I haven't seen them.
That we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and,
And she
flees the
immediately
room
comes
when
to
he sees
call him
so
out.
much as an envelope containing word of your adventures. Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Amelians.
He will cry.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well.
Yeah, you do.
I assumed that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger.
Well, okay, you can't completely say I wasn't in charge of that.
Yours, in particular.
Yeah, well, okay.
I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today.
I mean, yes, but they're also in danger a lot.
In which case,
because of me.
I hope you continue to guide them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
That's just
Perhaps
my
you can spare
look.
a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You've no small number of friends and admirers here, after all.
Who admires me? Begin a line of who admires me. Friends, colleagues, admirers, look upon me. Our moment of triumph is close at hand. See? Fist into the palm.
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
Graha. I cannot wait to see what our friends from the Ironworks do with the ship. If I never see another crate again, it will be too soon. The time has come to claim our prize. Are you prepared? No? Unaided, we Scions could never have gathered such a bounty. Refined adamantite relics, sacred and ancient alike. I find myself quite overcome. Lise sent a letter along with the Gridania's contribution. It seems she traveled there to aid in their adamantite recovery. Evidently, journeying to Gridania was quite the trial, as was getting into the Delaman Shard, as was reaching its depths. I suspect she will have a few kind words to say about the Elegants when next we meet. I had no idea how massive a weight it was until he lifted it off my shoulders, but more importantly, his words were an affirmation that the path we walk is the right one. A part of me might have been satisfied so long as my family and friends survived the final days, but to save the star is what we all want most, and if those same people believe that I can help see it done, who am I to say otherwise? Come what may, I will fight for this world of ours until the very end. I apologize for not informing you earlier of Aaronville's involvement. He was something of a contingency plan. Thank goodness we had him and his fellow gleaners to hand, though. It would have been monstrously difficult to locate Sid and transport the Hennish delegation here otherwise. My throat hurts from directing so many people to Labyrinthos, but that only proves we got our money's worth. We finally managed to clear the harbor, which means the rest is in the engineer's capable hands. Meanwhile, Father has issued to us an invitation. As was agreed, he will reveal the means by which Heidelin may be contacted. Oops. We are to meet him in Aporia when we're ready. Given the vital knowledge she holds, I suggest we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the Forum's method for speaking with her is not without risks. I'm curious to hear what those might entail, but regardless, be warned. Most of those who arrived with the Adamantite have offered to stay and see to any remaining tasks that need doing. The Forum has already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you needn't to worry about a thing. Thank you, Tataru. We're off to Aporia, then. I don't want any of you getting hurt, but I do hope you'll wring as much information out of Heidelin as you can. For all we know, this is the one and only opportunity we'll get. Aporia. Oh. We'll just teleport there. $244 gil. Nice dress, Fortuno. Mauve. I have already shown the others inside. You will want to speak to Claire... Wow. Claire Lane. She has the key to the lift and can send you down after me. Ooh. Free experience points. Right? Well, free experience points, maybe. Take me down and give me that experience points. Hold on, Fortuno, I gotta... Get my free experience. Yeah. Okay. Go back to my proper one. From here, we proceed to the heart of Labyrinthos and its most closely guarded secret, Thalmazing. It marks the beginning and end of our efforts, whence we delve to seek audience with the star, and whence we will embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you please. I don't please. I'm gonna go that way. Just a little. Oh, okay. Let's... Mauve comes in. Flips off of her motorcycle. Oh, it's a spaceship. What's with a little, like, nose ring on it? Oh. I bid you welcome to Thalmazing. Direct your attention toward its center to behold the ark over which we have long labored. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. As you can see, 'twas designed as a medium-sized craft, the better to reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturizing magics have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. The Aether Burner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon enough. I have received word that Kokol and several of your allies are working on it with an intense fervor. They are sure to see it done. 'Twas by their expertise that many a prior disaster was averted. If anything, I fear that they will not afford us much time for speaking with Hydaelyn ere they finish. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. Ooh. We must learn of Hydaelyn's greater plan. We can only hope that she also knows the current location of Medion. And we can do neither if we do not focus on whatever trial awaits us within. Oh, I meant to hit Kryl, but I'll talk to Tharnked. I doubt this is what Ehrenfeld meant when he said that there remains much we do not know, but I still can't believe everything that was hidden underneath the city this entire time. Dang it. I'm sorry. Kryl, I'm trying to talk to you. If meeting Hydaelyn proves difficult even for the Forum, then perhaps I... Oh, 'tis an unformed idea at this phase, I'm afraid. I will duly inform you if anything comes of it. It was the Allegans who first combined the mechanical and etherical sciences to a revolutionary discipline. Given that this ship is nothing short of a technological marvel in that precise vein, Allegan's salvage should suit it well. 'Twould seem enchantments most advanced have been woven into the ship's very bones. Wolfson and Bluida are doubtless called upon for their expertise in teleportation magics. Did I say maggots? I meant magics. You feel it too, don't you? The ship is impressive, but it pales in comparison to the vast primordial power beneath our feet. Did someone just come in? And where did they go? I've lost them. I can well imagine the zeal with which they're working on the Aether Burner, and all I can say is that I'm glad we have something to do other than get in their way. Once it's ready, we'll see to it that the ship is put to good use. To think how many generations labored for this end, and that we aim higher still, we must spare no preparation, and that means speaking with Hydaelyn, no matter the cost. I have done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? I guess. Oh no. I'm not ready. We make for the lift at the center of this chamber. Come. What is he doing? That looks very Allegan. Allegans. Wait. Where am I going? Oh, over here. Okay. I was like, am I going the wrong way? Do I have to go over this way? It would help if I looked at the mini-map right here. I guess I could have gotten onto the bike, but I want to run. And now we gotta talk to everybody again, because they probably have something new to say. As a means of communing with the heart of the star, disappointingly mechanical in design. Urianger is upset that it's not more magical. I doubt there's anything worth worrying over, not for Heideland's champion at any rate. Yes, me. Am I the only one feeling terribly nervous? Surely not. They must employ a full cohort of engineers just to maintain the lifts. The ether here is more brilliant than I have ever seen. This doesn't strike me as particularly dangerous unless one is afraid of lifts. With the ship in the way, I didn't even notice this was here. I should hope that Master Fortuno has more to share ere sending anyone stumbling into the ethereal sea. Maybe that's exactly his plan. Just fucking shove us into the ethereal sea. Okay, have fun. Oh, cutscene. As you all know, alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal. I think I hear noises outside, but whatever. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between said planes. We utilize this principle in constructing the anti-tower, and once more here in Thalmazine. Thalmazine, I think, actually? I've been saying it wrong. No sooner did the Forum decide that an exodus from the star would be necessary than it began work on this facility. Our work culminated in a device that allowed us to peer deeper into the ethereal sea than ever before, in search of Heideland's ever fainter echoes. The Adioscope. And you communicate with her through this device. For a time, yes, but since the 7th Umbral Calamity, it has been rare to hear even a whisper. If you wish to reach her, you must journey closer to the center of the star than we have ever dared, beyond the Adioscope. Even so, we make no guarantee that you will find her, nor of your safety, not so deep in the ethereal sea. We understand, but if we are to deliver this world, we have no choice but to try. Me? Do voices? I don't think so. It's just me, all the time, talking. I know. I only wish we could do more than to observe your progress from afar. I mean, you didn't come after... No, because you're surrounded, so... You can come after us, but if we're in the middle of the ethereal sea, we're probably surrounded by dangerous things. The Adioscope's ocular lens, by which we may peer into the ethereal sea without placing ourselves at hazard, lies above us. Through it, we can watch and guide you. In those swirling depths, there are pockets of ether so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. If we determine that you are at risk of coming into contact with such a pocket, we will recall you with teleportation magics. Look, with me they're safe. Okay, I'll be safe. I don't know about the rest of them. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remained here to assist in assessing said risk. Otherwise, there is an increased probability that we will extract you too early or too late. Please allow me. I have thought upon this much, and in truth I do not believe that I am fit to join you in the trials ahead. The events at the Tower of Babel drained me, yes, but even before that your capabilities far outstripped my own. This is no time to have a weak link in our vanguard, no matter how much she may wish it were otherwise. Aw, Kryl. If I assist in the manner that Master Fortuno has laid out, however, I may still be of use. Will you trust in me to do so? I can think of none I trust more. Compared to all that effort you put into keeping us alive while our souls were in the first, preventing us from dissolving into ether on a single expedition ought to pose no challenge at all. And even if we did, I expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. You flatter me, but rest assured that I will be keeping a close eye on all of you. There is one more thing. Those in ages past referred to the ethereal sea as the underworld, our final resting place. In its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet what of these memories? Few think to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift on ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. Ooh, there's gonna be some people mad at me. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you for hatred or for love. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also to have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. Ooh. Dungeon? Ooh, dungeon. Okay, who are we gonna take?
My turn.
I missed the my turn. Can I move this? No. Why can't I move this one? Alright.
My turn. I stand ever ready.
Oh, who do I want?
My turn.
My turn.
I stand ever ready.
Right then.
I guess? Sure. Oh, now I can move it. Since I'm streaming, I shall do it story-wise. Ooh. Is that where she is? Ding! Oh, I just realized it's just me and the boys.
All seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me.
I like seeing.
Those things are pure malcontent, the residue of lives unfulfilled.
This will hurt.
My turn. Wonder what that is for. Oh, Thancred, you're not doing your job. I should AoE.
Allow me.
My turn.
My turn. Ooh. That's a little scary. I guess it would go faster if I was hitting the same one that they were hitting. Ooh, I like the animation of the door unlocking. That was kind of cool. Ooh. That one's orange. Burning. Oh, it's you! Oh, it's you, you bastard! Who was that? Who was the principal scion? I don't know. Oh no! I'm sorry, I don't know who you were. Cannot. I don't know who you are, sorry. You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are. I'm Thanos. Oh no. No, thank you, Gra. You didn't have to. I'll be fine, I promise. I'm just following Gra. Oh, oh no. Oh no! Why'd you move, Graha?
Allow me.
You're mine!
The Sidian really wants that LB.
Follow the flow of ether. It will guide you.
Well, down we go, I guess?
The ether is too dense. Ah, I'm losing you.
Oh no, my skirt. Hold it down, love. It's very blue. Oh, I'm very blue too, I just noticed.
Prepare yourself!
This will hurt.
So are the orange ones the ones that like us, I guess? Moonbrita? She had an axe. No! Oh no! Oh no! Don't do that to me. I am just messing up my entire rotation. Don't look at it, okay? Ignore my fighting. Just pay attention to the story, nothing else. But it's still a little out, I think.
Allow me.
You're mine!
Come on, give me some casting. Ooh. Well, boss battle. It's very square. I don't know who you are. All these people are mad at me and I only know one person so far and it was Ilbert, and that's because he was such a jerk. Oh, come back here.
underestimate me!
Ooh. What'd I get for trying to follow them?
Try and stop it! You're mine!
Okay, he exploded. Yay! I killed him! Yay! He was easy. I don't remember who that is. But he's mad at me. Oh, I'm flying. Ooh, who's helping us this time? Oh, what? Oh, they said something and I completely missed it, so that sucks.
Allow me. Allow me. You're mine.
Oh, they moved way over there. Wait, no, I'm not ready. Showing us the way once more. Okay. They keep going way ahead of us. Slow down. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I'm ready for that magic. Hope that hits them all. my turn. Boy, that takes forever to die. It's like floating across the wind. Oh no, I'm dying. Oh, it's Midphilia. Aww. Oh. Okay, bye. Pray, come to the Mother Crystal.
Allow me.
Hey, I was in the middle of casting. Don't kill them while I'm casting.
Allow me.
This will hurt. My turn.
I thought I had a dual cast. I did not. Ooh, treasure. Oh, he's big and scary. I need gear. Oh, was he all by himself? Oh, okay. It's like, I can take you. No, you can't. I'm the Warrior of Light. Ooh. Oh. It's about to comment on how purple it is.
So bold. So headstrong. Stubborn to lie.
You!
Is as far as you go. Oblivion beckons!
Why is he like a... Oh crap, what are those fish things? the rays. Oh, he's like a weird fish. Why are you a fish? Well, alright, let's kill him, I guess. Again.
Many faces have I worn.
I'm killing him!
Is my favorite by far.
He's a fish. Look at him, he's like a fish over here. What a weirdo.
You will persist in this folly no longer.
Oh.
Allow me.
Oh, whoops. That time I did have a dual cast.
The stage is set.
My turn.
Oh, I was just hanging out with the boys over here. I was not paying attention to whatever he was doing.
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction.
Oh, it's Sheba.
My, what a boorish audience you are.
My. You're the boorish one. Woo. Going over there. Red, black, whatever this is. Never mind.
Allow me.
I'll tend to your wounds.
Oh no! Are you gonna LB or not, Estinian?
You underestimate me.
My turn.
Ooh, my magic's low. No, kill him, kill him! Die! There's only room for one insane villain, and that's me.
All lies. Your dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies.
Oh, take an antidepressant. Yay, I won. I already have one. Why would you give me the same thing I have? That's the angriest bird I have ever seen. Just kill him. Angry bird. Nope. Why did he fall? Like, I'm done. Oh, I should probably move the mouse out of the middle of the screen.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
A masochist.
Leave this to her.
I got this. Don't worry about me.
Come to deal the coup de grace.
Oh. Yes. There.
Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Have you any memories of Medion?
How would you know that name?
I went into the past. Also, your outfit is stupid.
Then it was you. In Elpis. With Emmett Silk. The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true.
Does everybody have dreams like that, or is it just crazy people?
They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them.
Why does Xenos
no matter
have
how many times
dreams
it came.
about the final
Rebirth
days?
after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to
I just
the
remembered
next.
that from the end of Shadowbringers.
I wonder, is Emmett Selk adrift somewhere in this
Do
ethereal
they explain
sea?
that?
In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis. How it must gore him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly.
He speaks
But
like a
make no
Shakespearean
mistake,
actor.
My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth.
Life
I
has no
served
meaning,
a
right?
great
Is that what
ruler,
you're...
powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall. to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death.
The point of living is the journey.
So I ask you, why live at all?
Because of the journey.
We betray. We torment. We murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception.
No.
If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery?
If you don't have some bad times,
Man wallows in a hell
means you
of
can't
his own
enjoy the
making
good
without
times.
purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution! That is my truth, my answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end?
Flashbang.
Was this the only way? After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last.
Oh my god.
Still clinging to existence, I see. You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your end, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I. We prisoners to metal, watching as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, danced to another's tune.
He's so mad. It's like, you use my body like a puppet.
Arcee! How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you. Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos.
He's so mad.
I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
Oh my god, he's got the crazy eyes. Oh no.
Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus.
I'm going to take you to super
Even
hell.
should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
Oh my god. I'll do what must be done. I'll save the fucking world.
And what might that be? My wish is all but granted. To die and take you all with me.
I refuse. Go torment each other in super hell or whatever.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Likewise, I pray we do not meet again.
You had better hope not.
Okay, bye. Have fun. Aren't we supposed to be talking to Heidelin? Why are we spending so much time with these guys?
Come. Heidelin is waiting.
Okay. Oh, it's fancy here. Why don't Vera have tails?
Brave travelers.
I should have a tail.
I welcome you.
Hi. Oh. We meet again, Vana.
I see. Thou didst journey under Elpis.
She's got ice skates
and
on.
Now, the rivers of time converge. I know why you have come, yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days.
She made
But
loppers.
is that really how it has
Little
to end?
bunnies.
We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child.
I mean, eventually. Meteon would catch up, like our song.
Long ago,
We couldn't flee forever.
the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes.
Fleeing is not a very good option.
Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope. As you have done so many times before.
Why am I tearing up at that?
Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light.
Aw, thank Grid.
For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest.
It's because if he did try to talk out a secret, nobody would understand him.
In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure. As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou
Boy,
didst
what are you
unite
doing with
the
such long
distant
eyelashes?
world on the brink of collapse.
I have to say something so I don't cry.
And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy. Hark! Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance.
Oh.
As the will of the star,
She's gonna
I
test.
ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you does crumble?
Music, though.
Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself?
Yes.
Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
I didn't do so good in the fight against her.
Sounds straightforward enough.
Stinian doesn't care. He's like, oh, fight? Sure.
Aye. No room for confusion there.
In any case, we've come too far.
All right,
to
Tancred,
back
stop
down
showing
now.
off. I already like you.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day.
That's my job.
Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
She's got a long neck and a little head. Oh boy. During this quest and when using the duty support system, you have the opportunity to undertake this trial with a party of scions. Some of these allies' roles will differ from those you are normally able to select. Additionally, you may now enter the Adiascope with the party of NPC avatars to make use of this feature. Open the trust. Okay. Oh. That's some pointy shoes. Well, we gotta do it with them. Heck yeah.
I stand ever ready.
My turn.
My turn.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
I just want to hear them.
Right then.
Victory will be ours! Let's give it our all!
Let's do it!
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth!
Oh, my portrait, no. Oh, the will to live. Oh, okay. So if I make a mistake and die, I have 2 chances to live through. Alright, well, let's go, everybody.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate? Exchange of arms. May the test continue.
We're near or far.
Oh, shoot.
And now this.
I'm following your store.
Light unyielding. I have you.
You're mine! Hold still.
I can't follow Graha because he's a tank.
By blade.
Oh.
You're mine!
Light unyielding.
Alice is just like, I'm gonna take it to the face, it's fine.
By blade.
You cannot stop us!
Crystals of light. To me.
Just gonna chill out here. Oh. Which one are they on? Not that one.
Make ready!
The song of creation's end.
Oh, okay, bye guys. I'm gonna be over here.
Make ready!
Oh.
The sorrow of hope's demise. Think. Find your way in the darkness.
Oh, don't come near me. Oh, they're all going that way. Well, I'm gonna stay here. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, what's this?
You underestimate me. Follow your light.
Or fly, my children, and never look back.
Graha with the shield.
Then you are resolved.
Something special for you!
This test is far from over.
By crystal's light. Light unyielding.
Oh. Ow, hey, whoa, Urianger, wait a second. Urianger tried to kill me.
Fulgence eternal.
We're gonna hang out here, I think. Oh yeah, we're gonna hang out here.
We're near or far. I have you now.
Might.
Well, high or low.
Oh, hey, what's up?
This will hurt.
Allow me.
I don't think that's good. For me! Oh, that's very not good. Which one am I on? There we go.
By blaze.
All or nothing!
You underestimate me. Succumb not to fear. Allow me.
I'm very low. You guys need a heal. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, what is this?
I have you.
Follow the group.
I will not hold back. We're near or far.
Something special here. You cannot stop us.
I don't like this one.
Hold still.
Stop hitting me.
You underestimate me.
You underestimate me. Light on me.
Surely you're gonna get everybody killed.
Something special here.
I don't like this one. Stop it! I'm scared! Oh, I'm so scared. God. That grid hold me. Oh.
By blaze.
Oh, Grahado.
Something special for you.
No, I don't like this. I beat Mom. No. No, don't fall like that. Don't be... I feel bad now.
At last, man has the strength to...
I was about to say, if they do the happy... I feel so bad. Oh, Alphino, are you okay? Oh, she's gone. Can I give her a hug? Oh no. I feel bad for beating her up. She's an old lady. She's just an old crystal lady. Oh, don't bring answers in here.
No, this can't be happening.
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled, to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations.
I'm sorry.
Surpassed me.
Just trying to move closer.
I entrust the fate of the universe unto you. This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of Dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized. They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it has become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature.
So whenever I saw the crystal, she was just like hiding behind it. Oh no.
The Mother Crystal. Our final hope. Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer.
A present.
Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire. As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift. Thou dost possess the crystal of Azam, yes? As Heidelin, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, or it will not last indefinitely. As thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance. It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azam's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over. Of this, I have no doubt, for yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
I'm not crying. What are you talking about? Oh, I can't read. Okay. It's hot in here. Why is it so hot? Oh. Okay. Your dynamis is ruled by emotion, perhaps prayers, has more tangible results than I suspected. Albeit ones that are not always obvious to us, in which case we may hope the Heidelin's wishes continue to move the hearts of men as they set forth time and again. 'Tis fortunate the Fortuno hath kept living way appraised of our progress. We require the Lopprit's aid more than ever. A bit small for a walking party, but I've never been one for crowds. I will keep Heidelin's words in my heart as talisman and lodestone both. She has given us all she can. We must share what we know with Father and Loppritz at once, that it not go to waste. Oh, Living Way. Oh, did you meet Heidelin? Pray tell, how is she? Oh, I'm sorry, Living Way. Thank goodness I never would have forgiven myself had any of you come to harm. Oh, it's not. Oh, no, I have to voice it. Oh, okay. I am glad to see you well, though we could roughly place your soul as deep as you went. We can neither see nor hear you. The fluctuations in your aether near the end gave me quite a fright. What in the world happened? We had to fight Heidelin and then she died. The end. You mean to say Heidelin is... No, there is no time to feel our feelings. We must carry out Heidelin's will without delay. We'll find Medion if it's the last thing we do. If you wouldn't mind handing over the crystal, that is. The fancy navigatory one. To the edge of the universe where congregates the despair of countless stars. You are determined to see this through? We are. Should words fail us, we will fight to the bitter end. I know that it pains you to accept this, would that I need ask nothing more of you. Yet we only have 2 means to travel to the great expanse, the moon and Charlene's Ark. I am all too aware that without both of them there will be no exodus, but I nevertheless beg you to honor the agreement we made. The forum's decision will be honored. You have earned the right to use the ship as you see fit, and I could not rescind it even if I wanted to. Oh, we could just fly the moon over. That's fine. As it happens, I do not and would do all within my power to aid your cause. To be fair, there is a teleporter to the moon if you really needed to go. You just have to make it through Garlemald. With that settled, might I suggest you rest a while? Proving oneself to Heidelin is never easy, and despite our unparalleled genius, we'll need a day to make the necessary calculations. You may as well take advantage of it. You can chart a course through the sea of stars in a single day? Ye gods. Shall we head above ground for some fresh air then, and perhaps a nap? Perhaps 2 naps. Hold on, I need a tissue. Oh, I'm gonna fall right off. Turn down the volume a little. Aha! I've been expecting you. I heard about your foray into the ethereal sea. The students have ventured far and wide, but never quite so deep as that. Are you experiencing any after effects from your prolonged exposure? Nausea, dizziness, hauntings? Well, have a pleasant sleep, and if you do experience any unusual phenomena, please let us know. I shall add it to our records. I'm fine. I'm okay. Am I being haunted?
There you are.
Oh.
Some time, indeed, yes. For you, at least. Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead. Well, well, you too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder. Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
I'm being haunted by Hythlodaeus. Hi, Tataru. A great many of the helping hands that delivered the adamantite are still here in Charlie, and I, for one, couldn't be happier. Between the aether burner to be refurbished, supplies to be transported, and meals to be prepared, we need all the assistance we can get. Even Lord Emma has been doing his part, albeit at a snail's pace. I don't doubt it. Still, it's the thought that counts, but a bit more effort wouldn't go amiss. Well, if I trust you've had a good rest. An envoy of Master Fortuno arrived not long ago with a message. The Loperts have determined Medion's location. We've been asked to gather at the rostra. I'll meet you there along with the others. You know what I should do? I should get some 90 gear. I've been rocking the 80 gear for a while now. Oh my goodness. Go Thancred, go. Just Thancred dancing over here. Oh. Oh, I should have talked to well, I got so focused on getting the main story. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loperts have deduced the whereabouts of Medion by means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Heidelin herself. Your quarry's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, at the edge of creation. A veritable Ultima Thule. Indeed. How then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion systems, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule, but the myriad other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess ether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our Hyper Hopper into your ether burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. Father, does this mean neither the moon can't go anywhere? Bear in mind this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Lopert's proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate to the moon and to resettle on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Heidelin believed you possessed of the strength needed to overcome the crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Heidelin's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would proffer another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of the star. Okay, don't start fucking crying again. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Heidelin and you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. What of all the people that have labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glacius. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Are the Loperts, too, willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when we said we were born of Heidelin's love for Itharius and its people? If it means their survival, we would do anything to help. And you'll most certainly have need of our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life, and otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Heidelin chose us to lead the way to Medion. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? But more importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Aetherius until you brought us here, Urianger, and now we're enamored with the place. So what choice do we have but to save it? He showed them the wonders of pudding. Of course, none of this is possible without you and the Scions, so I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Oh, don't look at me, I'm nervous. I'm trying not to cry here, stop. Oh, we've come this far. You couldn't stop us if you tried. Oh my god, Graha, you big nerd. Very well, we shall inform the Forum of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the Hyper Hopper. The Loporits will coordinate with the Ilzabard contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. For now, pray take your ease. 'Twould seem there is naught to do but rest and prepare, shall we? I guess. There is much to be done before the Ark can be made ready for your voyage. Would that could be afforded time to speak with Alphino and Alisei. Alas, I can't but pray that they find a moment of quiet calm before the journey to come. As you can imagine, not all Forum members were willing to endorse this plan. Through no fault of yours, of course. Given what is at stake, it is only natural that opinions are divided. That said, the final decision was reached with an overwhelming majority, much to my surprise. Oh, wait. No need to worry about lending a hand with the Hyperhopper. We already have more than enough to help, so go and relax while you still can. Well, that's nice. I don't have to go gather the Hyperhopper or something. That's not the door out of here. Oh, the door out of here is way on the other side. They bid us rest, but I'd much rather find something productive to do. I suppose now is as good a time as any to hone my lance. Not that I've ever found it to be dull. Still, it eases my mind on the eve of battle. I guess. The Forum hath placed the fate of mankind in our hands. We must not betray their faith. Perhaps now I can finish that book I was reading. What? Oh, pay me no mind. I'm sure you have better things to do with the time afforded us. You can rest your head on my lap while you read, Graha. It's fine. A rare opportunity to rest. I say we make the most of it. I should very much like to speak with the Loporits once their work is complete. 'Tis plain Heidelin has entrusted them with a great deal of knowledge, and I suspect there is more they could teach us. In all honesty, I didn't think the Forum would approve this measure, and certainly not by such a large margin. I dare say, though, that Master Fortuno's impassioned recounting of your audience with Heidelin helped sway the vote. He has a way with words, after all. Where do you think Alphino got it from? I wasn't expecting to have time on our hands. What should we do? I don't know. Take a nap. Eat a hamburger. Ere we depart, we must leave nothing undone. Quite, though it is difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where Dynamis governs all. Nevertheless, Heidelin deemed us worthy of the trials that await. For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Medion as we are. Which leaves the not-so-small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and to Taru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We will be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the Dynamis for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest and make the most of the time we've been afforded. Tataru's tearing over here. The meeting's over, is it? You were in there for so long I started to worry. What did they have to say? Well, you see, they listened to me for once. The edge of creation, I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return, and you will return. Actually, Moth, could I borrow you for a moment? Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Baldessian Annex, alright? Okay. Sounds like a plan. I keep looking over at the chat and seeing just Angry Bird, kill him. Come with me to the Agora. I have something to show you. Why take the long way when you could take the fast way? Even if it breaks your shins. Why can't we sit like this? Welcome, Mom, to Welcome up to Taru's boutique. I've always done my best to provide the Scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the Warrior of Light. You should play favorites because I'm the favorite. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew you would need an ensemble, unlike anything I've created before, and that I wouldn't be able to do it alone. And so, after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career-defining masterpiece. But then inspiration struck, and I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. With the help of some Stavnarian refugees, I decided to set up shop here in Charlian. Of course, I would never charge you for any of our works. Perish the thought. Varsarud? How are things coming along? Everything is in order, Miss Sataru. We'll be ready to open shortly. Which is why I brought you here, to be our very first patron. Would you mind waiting here a moment longer? Okay. I'm scared. I'll wait for the boutique to open. The scariest thing is if it was like, do you want to wait for the boutique to open? Several cutscenes will play in order. What is going on over there? Ah, I did not expect to find you here. What's that? Oh, it's the little brother. I imagine Nidhana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon skills to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the ether burner. This simulacrum, too, will stay in Charlian while I oversee matters in Radzat Han. It is a rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days, or anything else. It also allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Rashan, I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they at last return home to Radzat Han, The experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settling in, and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as well, believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about Thavnarian craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders we come up with. I pray you every success in your endeavors, Mistress Tataru. Before coming here, I heard word of the Forum's decision, of what will soon be attempted. It was only then that I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. You journey onto the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail and restore peace and tranquility to the star. No, I worry that your faith in me may be misplaced. Well, that's kind of sad to say. Like, I wish he were alive. I'll visit. And we should be honored to receive you. There is still much of Radzat Han you have yet to see. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, the people of the star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. Bye. Is he okay? Or is she? I don't know. Guess I can move Battler over here. Oh, hi. He's over here. I don't have a chat box to hide. Where must I go to get a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? Oh, no. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me! No! Stop it! Go away! No! Don't! No, I'm not here! Stop it! I'm not here. Oh. Marvel girl. Whatever are you doing here? I'm waiting. A new boutique, you say? I had been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yes, something with a little more flair, perhaps, befitting a man of my station. Though I have nowhere to flaunt said raiment, so long as my confinement continues indefinitely. I, the young Lord Fortem, insist that so long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Charlian. Thus do I toil, though every fiber of my being rails against it. Why, I've even suffered the company of that brute Sickard, to see supplies transported in timely fashion. Yet he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffer instead for this otherwise welcome absence, now burdened with extra busy work, and without Honorai here, there is no one to prepare my meals. I came here in the hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Charlian delicacies I've sampled were lacking in every respect. Emma, there is literally a cafe, like, a few hundred feet away from us. I almost want to give him I'll be nice and shove him towards the last stand so that he leaves me alone. The cafe over on the pier. Their cuisine didn't appear all that appetizing, but if you vouch for their cooking, then perhaps I will give it a try. Thank you for the suggestion, and ta-ta for now, old girl. Thank you. Well, now I'm on the verge of tears for a different reason, because he talked to me. Well, is that Marvin Tataru I spy? Who is this? Hancock! Okay. The music changed. Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. But what manner of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Worry not. I will return straightways to Kugane once I have finished. Of course, you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. She wounds me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I am not blind to the travails of those who would fight on the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself, and my business, ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru, fair enough. Are you gonna give me money? Please, I need money. I need to buy that hat. There is not more I can do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage, but on your return I shall host a grand celebration in your honor at the Bokaru Inn. Accommodations are quite costly given the reputation of said establishment, but the East Aldenard, wow, trading company, would be honored to foot the bill. Will there be lemon cakes? Oh, a woman of tart tastes, I see. Yes, there will be lemon cakes and much, much more, the finest delicacies the world and Lord Lolorito have to offer. But let us speak more of this upon your return, lest I draw even more of Tataru's ire. Until next we meet. She is so mad. Oh, Mav, decided to spend your time at the markets, did you? Who's talking to me now? Oh. That's fine. Tataru. Biggs, Wedge, I take it work on the Ark proceeds apace? Aye, it does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Charlian and Radzat has been a rewarding experience, and that's to say nothing of what we've learned from the Loporits. The Ark is unlike anything we've ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. That's amazing! I can't wait for you to see it. I mean, technically we have seen it. I just haven't seen it with the thrusters or whatever on it. And you'll never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Charlian. Alpha. I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in a time of need, and I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Charlian. Good thing, too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for brightening your day just by being there. He has the gift of proper timing, just like me. It's still hard to believe we have the means to send you off into the great expanse, though. To the farthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the scions are the catalyst that sparks the need for these great innovations. To think how much I'd have missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot of work, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a cart chocobo. There's that, too. As busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do for you, Mav. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. And one filled with even more adventure. Fucking adventure. When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? That's very kind of you, Tataru. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should get going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. Okay, bye. Ah. Are you gonna confess? Wuss. Tell her how you feel. terribly sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. You should feel sorry. I had to talk to Lord Emma. Who wants to talk to him? Right. I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Versaruth from Palakistan. Wow, that's a lot of words I don't know how to say. Haven't we met before? I don't know. We may have. Ah yes, it was you who helped us at Perusa, and again when crossing the ice fields, was it not? Oh, hey. I doubt we exchanged little more than glances then, but it is kind of you to remember me. To be fair, character creation system isn't that robust. Thanks to Mistress Tataru, I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It is only natural to feel fear in a place of calamity. In such times we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we come to call this place home or return to Thavner, but we are here today and we are glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they'll keep you safe in the battle to come. Gods, to think of how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sands. From the rising stones to the falling snows, and even a certain insufferable someone's Ruby Bazaar. We were always fortunate to find friends along the way. Even when you were swept away to the first, Grahatia was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long, long journey, and I've been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you persevered time and again. For all the joy we've shared, there is much sorrow as well, but I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promise to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. In addition to your new ensemble, we have raiments and weaponry for every need, so please feel free to browse our stock. Oh. Put him back in front of the chat. What if can I turn him? Oh no, that'll make it worse. Maybe that. Oh, I need a hat. Hats don't work. I realize you still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself and that the others can as well. They said they were returning to the Baldessian Annex, though I doubt they stayed for long. If you decide to go looking for them, I'd suggest speaking with Kryl first. I'm sure they would have told her their plans. Okay. Sorban just hanging out. You two have fun yourself idle, my friend? If you seek to occupy your time until the arc is ready, you needn't go far. Even the markets here in Charlian are filled with the most wondrous of sights. You're back. I take it you received your gift from Tatara? was a surprise long in the making, with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realized, and with great success. If you're looking for the others, though, they've already taken their leave. Ishtola, Thancred, and Urianger have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alice and Grahatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at Numenon. As for Alphino and Estinian, well, they've elected to pay a visit to the Levailleur estate, though Estinian seems somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would all be glad for your company if you've a mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I'd suggest heading to the last stand before Ishtola and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into battle, a fatigued mess, so do remember to get a good night's sleep. Well, thank you, Kryle. Let's go talk to Thancred. That's a heck of a lunch right there. Ma, I've come to make our trio quartet, have you? Please have a seat and we'll see about getting you a drink. Okay.
Your business with Chitauri was finished.
Oh. Yeah, she gave me some clothes. Well, I only took a
what
hat.
a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Probably die, to be honest.
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly
Stop
did I
using
believe
big words
that
like
I
that.
held the secrets of creation in my grasp.
Forsooth.
Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Probably a lot.
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Just make sure you bring enough ammunition. You've nothing left to prove, not to Rin nor Mephilia. We'll get through this together. I like this one a little better.
Gods, it feels like only yesterday that we went on that mission to Drybone. We've both changed much since then, have we not?
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity.
I'll take that
and
strawberry
return
cake.
home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Asians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after.
So, hey, don't start that thing.
Even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much would change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear.
You just have a suspicious face, Ariane.
What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise.
Runar misses you.
Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
A nap?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
I didn't get the answer. Oh, Oriange, don't drink like that. You're gonna get very drunk. You can always count on your friends to help you maintain perspective. A pity mine take a perverse pleasure in it. I like to think I give as good as I get, though I'd fare better with the occasional assist from our consummate nodder. But it's all in good fun, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd say, Mauve, whence came this simulacrum that standeth beside thee? I see falsely, but you stole in Thancred but moments ago employed the self-same doubling magic. Alright then. Keep thy secrets. Oh. Oriange, you poor little thing. Leaving so soon? I suppose it's for the best, but if you'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with Oriange, I dare say the others would welcome your company as well, if you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make most of your time, then that is all that matters. Okay, bye. You guys have fun getting drunk. Let's go see how Alphino is doing with Estinian. What? Surely this isn't the first time you've seen me without my armor. I think the last time I saw you without your armor, you were laying in a bed, dying.
Oh. What brings you here?
See what you guys are up to.
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil.
Yes.
All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
He looks so
well,
distressed.
I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress.
Oh.
It's just... It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Stinian's like, it's time to go.
Wait. Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, Alphino.
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
I suppose I have to thank you both as well. We're passing around thanks.
Well, we needn't make it a competition.
Too late. I win.
This must be what Hydaelyn meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
A few of our comrades decided to remain a while in Charlian after making their deliveries. Did you happen to pass any on your way here? All that remains is to return to the annex and give my armor one last polish. I expect Alphino has maintenance to carry out on those floating things of his, too. Muv, I have come to the studium in order to study the ways of pudding. Alas, my creations don't jiggle as they should just yet, but I persevere. I believe in you, Pudding Way. You can do it. Oh, are you sleepy? Oh, she's sleepy too. You try speaking with Alice, but she's fast asleep. Oh, they're both sleepy.
Oh. Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer, so much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
Nope.
This feels familiar.
Good morning.
Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
You did.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Uh-oh.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word. I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
I'm a little scared of Alisaie.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
It's nothing in particular. Just enjoying a little peace and quiet. It's a secret. That's enough reading for one day. As we don't know how long we'll be away, I'd best return these books before we depart. And eat. I'm absolutely famished. What about you? Well, I ate earlier, but I'll eat again with you. Oops. There. I see. Perhaps I'll stop at the last stand on the way back. Gods, I didn't realize I was so tired. One moment I was resting my eyes, and the next... I should go and get some air. Maybe a quick bout of training, but not sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. You should sleep. If nothing else, these two seem to be in good spirits. Still, I'll see them back to the annex for some proper rest, even if I have to drag them by the ears. Luckily, they have big ears to drag them by. Not as big as mine. But I guess this isn't a competition. Where the heck am I going? Oh. Welcome back, Mauve. Return to catch a final few winks before embarking on your mission, I presume? You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on this final night before the big day. I guess. That night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo. Uh-oh.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
Nothing. You were a fight to have. And thus it dawns. The day of reckoning. I'm here.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments. From the joyous to the sorrowful.
Aww.
We've had occasion to call other places home too.
Falling Snows?
Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteion. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
Don't really have a choice.
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Wait! Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
I suppose this is where we part ways, for now at least. Would that I had sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart. Mayhap the teachings of Galuf Badesian will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them and there find true strength. What one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me, it would be the things I cherish most in life, things I believe are worth fighting for. Something to consider as you venture onto the sea of stars. Ooh, we're going there. Let's see, it's 4 o'clock. I don't think I'm gonna finish this by the time I need to go, so I think I'm gonna have to pause it here. Like, I would like to continue going, but I think, I think this is a better endpoint than being in the middle of something. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'll put him back. We're gonna go back to just chatting. And I need to pause the music here because I can't think when I have loud music in my ear. Okay, so I definitely didn't cry. I don't know when I'm gonna play this next because I mostly just did this because it's been sitting. I played it a long time ago, and then it's just kind of been sitting here waiting for me to continue. And I thought, well, what better way to hold myself accountable to finish this than to stream it? So here I am, streaming it. Anyway, next time I stream it, I don't know, but we'll probably finish the main story. Hopefully. I think so. It seems like the end, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you for hanging out or stopping by. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and I will see you later, okay? Bye!